The long-awaited sun has returned. Welcome back, everybody, to Control. I took some time off. I got super busy. Excuses. Yada, yada, yada. Work kind of took more out of me than I thought it was going to, so I wasn't able to do very much in the days that I had off. I've got about a week and a half off, so I'm hoping we can go and get stuff done. Announcements? No announcements. Do I have a regular schedule? No. I have no idea what days I'm going to have off or what days I'm going to start streaming. But I can say for a fact that my work will always end at 7:30 p.m. Always. So that means that I always have a predictable time at which I could begin to start streaming, which could be, I don't know, anywhere from like 8:30, 9 o'clock to like, I don't know, 9 to midnight or something like that. Could be possible. A couple of games coming out soon. Monster Hunter Wilds. I've been thinking about getting it. I'm not a big fan of Monster Hunter games in general. But you know what? This one looks sick, and I felt like I never really gave it the good old college try. So this is my opportunity to really like give it that try that it deserves. Give it the attention that it truthfully deserves. What else is there to say? Let's look at a million of these games I have. I have to go grocery shopping. Sometime. Need a crew for Monster Hunter games. Yeah, I feel like Sparky plays. So like, Red, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. You've played before, right? Maybe Sparky would be willing to get Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't know. It looks cool to me. It just looks like it's got some good monsters. So we could get like a 3-man going, or more, a 3-man or more. Some games to run over: Outer Worlds 2, Doom, the Dark Ages, I think is what it's called. I have Doom Year Zero. I'm gonna change that, Dark Ages. That looks more of like your, huge action-y kind of game. Avowed, I'm gonna remove it off the list. It doesn't seem like it's up my alley, so I'm gonna cross it off. And Monster Hunter Wilds comes out soon, like the end of the month soon. Was it like February 28th? When does Monster Hunter Wild come out? Yeah, February 28th. And we'll play that on PC. I'll let you know about Avowed. It's on Game Pass, so I'll give it a try. Sweet. That's good. Man, Game Pass is so good. Game Pass is so good. I can't believe how insane that deal is. Game Pass blows my mind. I don't know how they make any money off Game Pass. Even the new Doom is on Game Pass. Really? Like the new Doom and Dark Ages will be on Game Pass? Is it for real? Oh, yeah. Doom the Dark Ages available May 15th with Game Pass. Whoa. God. That's insane. I'm getting Game Pass. I'm going to get Game Pass eventually sometime. I'm like, if I don't really love these games, like I'm dying to play these games, in love with them, I'm going to get a Game Pass for like a month and I will suck all the content I can out of that and just be done with it. That's like $15, man. I remember when I used to go to the VHS store or Blockbuster when I was younger and pick out a game to play for like 2 weeks. And I feel like I would, back then the game's content wasn't very long, so I'd finish the game in like, just a few days. But yeah, that's exactly what that's like. History's repeating itself in some weird way. Actually, sadly, Disney Plus decided to put ads back into their premium ad-free subscription. Ugh, man. That mouse, dude, I tell you, that mouse is crooked. Okay, well, let's not wait anymore. We're gonna do Control all day. Bad news. I think the MC server is kind of done. I played a lot on my own, was going to stream it some days, but ultimately just ended up not doing it. Yeah, man, if you don't care about owning games, Game Pass is such a good deal. Yeah, truthfully. And, I mean, like, do you really own games anymore if you only have digital copies of them? Like, is owning a game on Steam truly owning the game? Or do you just hold the key to the license of that game? Do you hold the key or the licensing or whatever you want to call it to just play that game? In my eyes, if you do not have a hard copy disc, you don't own the game. After what Sony pulled, yeah, my opinion on it has changed completely, and it's really sad. I'm glad that a portion of my money will. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, I'm glad that a portion of my money goes to the creators, or mostly all my money goes to the creators. I know Steam has to take some cut in order to be able to run, but damn, do I just like hard copies. I wish they had made the PS5 look better with the disc tray. I know they can. They have the capabilities of doing it. It's 2025. Anyways, I'm just ranting. How's work today, Red Menace? How you doing? Okay, what are we doing? Still there. Yeah. Good work. Doing this. His snipers, we're not going to worry about this stuff. We have to. I don't think I'm going to worry about this either. My brother's keeper, old growth. Locate Dr. Underhill below the central research. Okay, so we'll just go check out central research then. Underneath central research. Budget. We'll go here. My cat's gonna start scratching the walls in the corners of the room because I don't know why his autistic brain just pulls him towards the corners of the room where he feels the need to scratch on them. Like, look, dude, I'm looking at you. Like, he's staring at the corner of the room up in the ceiling. Can cats see ghosts? Do cats have a more direct line with, like, the devil? You know, like the hotline and the director? If you guys hear him, I will kick him out of the bedroom. Let me know. Ritual office. Oh yeah, that's up there. Hello.
Is Dr. Darling's penmanship intentionally this bad?
Maybe he's trying to test our code breaking skills.
Containment sector? Perhaps that's where we should go. I take the MC server as a good beta test, but if we refine the level system, make a Discord server and start again with cooperation mine, I think it'll hold stronger. Agreed. Agreed with every point said there. I've essentially...
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I totally get that.
Maximum security prison.
Dangers. Yeah, the MC server, definitely a good beta test, like you said. That level system is so hard to deal with. And you know what? The level system isn't bad if you have player cooperation. If you have community cooperation. So if you have people who are diversifying their kits, alright, even I can hear that. I gotta kick him out of here. Fact. It is a class system, and I think that was the point of why they made it. It's so that, like, feels more like an RPG. But it's supposed to be a... I mean, like, if the RPG is supposed to make you... If its solo play is kept in mind, then it's not good. Because I had power leveled an insane amount with, like, these cheap tricks to try and get better. And I quickly found out, like, okay, yeah, even though I'm maxed out in bow and arrow damage, I will likely never have access to high-level enchanted gear and equipment. The reason is because I don't have access to an anvil. And I had found out that I found out very late that, like, the unique rarity, item rarity, can be re-rolled and upgraded by using an anvil. So you need to dump 12 levels into that. That's like 70% there. Right? I think that's no, it's 60%. It's 60% of the way through that entire section of levels, I guess. I don't know how to say it. Subcategory of levels. And when you've got so many other levels to dip into to try and have basic access to things, and it's just so hard. Yeah, exactly. An artificer. Like, the idea and the concept of it works really well, too. Like, I wonder what sort of things... Shit, is there a fucking enemy nearby? Oh, yeah. Oh. I full spec into like this ranger playstyle, and it's got pretty obvious weaknesses. Pretty obvious weaknesses. For example, if I'm not finding ender eyes naturally, I will never find them. Or like I'll never be able to get them on my own. Holy shit balls. Holy shit balls. Holy crap. If I ever played solo, I was thinking about doing a death knight kind of thing. A rogue with high luck stat to open chests, a ranger to deal with dangerous mobs, and a fighter to protect them both, and an artificer to bring the loot. It's like... there's so much... The damage that I deal as a ranger is insane. It's actually insane. If you hit a mob at least once, and then you use your 3rd level ranger spell to shoot 3 arrows, it stacks your hunter's mark ability to completion. I think at least. And that's like so much. That's just so much damage. 3 shots, and I have a 5% chance to deal double damage. Insane. And if you give me upgraded gear, there's like nothing that I can't one-shot. Except for maybe major bosses. But I feel like major bosses are never meant to be fought alone on your own anyways. Like they should be like a raid party thing. At least from what I can understand. I was going through it. I was going through the configuration packs just to see if I can maybe update anything.
Reminder, this week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
Nice. What was I saying? I was going through the config files, and I think one of the things that I had found that I wanted to that I wanted to change was actually how many jobs you could have. I don't like the fact that you can have 8 jobs. And I don't like the fact that some of those jobs give you little to no EXP. Like, if you're going to be a dedicated builder, select that, and you should be getting a considerable amount of experience to be building things. And especially if you're cut off from other jobs. But if you're not, then sure, the minimal amount of stuff that you can get is fine on its own. This makes sense from a solo perspective, but from a community perspective, if you... Yeah, exactly. It seems kind of pointless. I mean, like, it gives you small spurts of experience to do it, and it makes sense from a solo perspective, but from a community's, it just makes sense to be like, okay, yeah, we have one guy who's a farmer, and he's damn good at it. Dorian can grow beets, like insane style, crazy mode. Other people are just far more creative than me when it comes to building. Red Menace or Gumbate, for example. Starch, way better at building. Jestemy, way better at building. So much more obvious. And then you had someone like Stars, Iron Stars, who's clearly designed for a warrior class. That guy just does... He lives in a hole in the ground and puts a bed in it. And then wanders around getting high tier loot and fighting mobs. That's what he does. Holy mother. Yeehaw! I keep having all this free time, this alone time, where I don't really feel like the need to stream and don't really feel the need to write or do anything else. But I want to play video games. I want to be able to watch a TV show and play video games on the side casually. Having a shared base, communication, and shared purpose would make the server and content from it so much cooler. It would. From a content perspective, absolutely. You got so many people. I mean, like, sharing a base, I could totally undersee. I could see people saying they don't want to do that because you might have people going into other people's loot and shit like that to try and mid-max their character in some way. So, I mean, like, having at least, like, a small town where you can start off in a small shitty town and you guys are building around it, building things like your homes, right? And now you got alleys and streets that you can walk around in. Makes the rogue feel like, yeah, a hub town. Yeah, like having a rogue wandering around at night in the streets, just you know. Who's the rogue? Who's the rogue? I don't know. He took his ID tag off. It could be any one of us. Now you have a case of Among Us. Classic. Yeah, Adventures Lodge for shared loot. Exactly. One man's trashed kind of scenario or situation. Alright, like, as someone who uses swords, what do I give a shit about bows for? Or give a shit about arrows for? Let the freaking archers handle that stuff. Let the cowards from that fight from far away handle that. Exclusive to Shatter? Recoil down. It could be so cool. It could be so cool. What? There's a lot of loot around here. Shit, I don't even know where I am. I'm fucking lost. I think I came from there. I'm just gonna ignore that. I realized once I had got far enough into the bow spec, that I was like, shit, I can't kill Enderman. I can't fight Enderman at all. And my other friend went down classic mage, and like he was really good at CC and crowd control and stuff like that, but we could not target an Enderman at all. All of the loot that we had found, damn, I just threw that guy. I totally forgot I got that upgrade. I had realized that we're never going to the end without someone to be able to fight for us, or without someone to find some loot, like proper loot. We found these cool ender eyes, and I thought, ooh, that Justney, I thought Justney didn't put it into the server mod pack, but they are, they're different variations of ender eyes that all come with their own sort of like unique lore to them. In the Nether, we found it was the Nether demon eye or something like that, and the lore behind it was that there was a demon that lost its eye fighting in a war in the Aether. And I guess like you need 16 different ones to be able to unlock the end portal. Seems kind of cool. Seems kind of cool. The hearts spam. How's it going? How's it going? I see you. I see you. I don't even know where I am, man. Everything is unknown. Astral constructs. Ooh! Charge. Charge holds up to 3 explosive projectiles that can stagger enemies caught in their blast radius. Ah, like a bazooka. But I can't upgrade Shatter, you say, huh? Astral blips, entropic echoes. Do I need entropic echo? Damn, yeah. Okay. Better not do nothing with it then. We'll just do this one. Why not? I'm so lost. I think I came from here.
Man down.
Someone needs help over there.
Crazy.
Sounds like there's a man down.
Insane. I've been playing a bit of Helldivers lately with Sparky and Just to Me, and we're playing the Illuminate, and the Illuminate are cool when you first come across them, but after you play a few games, and you come to realize that they've only got like 4 or 5 units, 4 or 5 total different kinds of units, and almost all of the tactics that they like attack you with are pretty much identical. It gets kind of old, and it's a little sad because I really would have appreciated seeing like maybe two other units, and they had other ones prepared, at least that were, I mean, leaked. So I don't know. You can't say for certain. They all it does not feel. It feels kind of shallow. Shallow, hollow, empty. I don't know what the proper term is. Lackluster. They've got the voteless. They've got the flying guy. They've got the melee ground guy with the shield. The harvester. And then, yeah, the robot. The bot. I do not like the robot, but I don't know, whatever it is. It's a kind of a robot, I suppose. They're pretty much always just the same thing. It's nothing crazy. Is there someone in here? I've been trying to find a new playstyle, and I always roll with mines. I just love the idea of mines. They're so cool. And Justemy hates them. There is nothing that pisses that guy off. Oh my god, quite as much as mines do. Whoa! Go get him, go get him, go get him. I like mines. I like flamethrowers. I love, like, the goofy, non-direct way of killing creatures. Well, I guess flamethrowers kind of doesn't really fall into that category, but... I just like uniqueness, I guess. I like uniqueness. So I've been trying to test different things. I've been rolling with a laser cannon a little bit, and it's kind of good. It eats up harvesters. Like, it eats harvesters up. Getting of the new war bonds. I got the gas one because it comes with a stim pistol. That's just kind of my playstyle. I like to be a supporty kind of dude, and so I get the stim pistol, and it comes with 24 shots, which almost in my eyes just means I get 24 more stims. Like, that's awesome. That's crazy. I don't know if it heals for as much or gives the war bond bonus to it. It's much slower. It's a much slower heal. But yeah, like, it comes with like 24 stim shots essentially. And so I take supply backpack. So you get all your stims, you get all your supply 4 times. So I can call in multiple supply backpacks, at least like 2 to 3 per game. And I can call in multiple supply. And I can find supplies everywhere. And there's a million stims on my side piece. It sucks when you want to kill enemies with your side weapon and you don't have anything. So you kind of need like a half decent primary, and then like an all right third weapon. Which I take the laser cannon because it's just so good at dropping heavies. Like, if I'm not good for taking down mediums, I might as well be good for taking down heavies. And I tried the wasp launcher. The wasp launcher does not feel great, or as great as I'd like it to be. It doesn't target the voteless. I can't toggle it to just shoot the way I want it to. So it's good when it's good. Damn it, I am so brain dead. It's real good when it's real good. Central Command. I think that's the only place left to go, right? Is Central? Ouchie. Bunch of doors that just lead to the same place. I got cutting edge and polar patriots. Maxed them both out, so now my medals are useless. Unless I get a new one. Yeah, it got to get a new one. And they've got 1 million of them. I don't know what the newest one is called, but it looks kind of cool. Oh.
I'm here. What happened to you?
Newest one looks cool.
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up.
Yeah,
near
the
back
armor
because
is
of all the
weird.
Clocks.
Like the Lady
We
Liberty
followed the
face.
altered item inside, but the way
I'm
it
all
was
for
acting,
it though. I think
we
it
weren't
looks
ready.
gothic and cool.
Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but
Yeah, the double-edged
he
sickle.
never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Really?
But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
Word. It's only a matter of time. Let me know if you guys know where that's from. What's the reference? Oh, Hamilton reference. I knew you were watching. So I knew you were watching, so I had to say it. We'll go that way. We'll go right across. We're not even gonna fight these guys. To heck with them. To heck with them, I say. I can't tell where I came in and where I left. Bro. This is where I entered. Medical wing. Okay. Okay, good to know. This is where we're gonna come back. Well, we gotta go save. What's his face? The medic. Time I got home, got some errands to run, but I'll pop by again later if you're still going. Thanks for coming by. Take it easy. Drive home safe. What time is that? 1, 2, 3. What is that? 4:45? 4:46? Like 8:12? Yeah, I must have missed it. Oh, nope. Sweet. Got it. Yeah, I messed up on this one. Damn it. Oh, I got it. Sweet.
This Wells guy can't be far.
I was reading some SCP stuff yesterday. Like, I just seen a post on Instagram, and of course, Just Me liked it. And it was something Adventure Time, or no, it was a Family Guy skit, and then it was interrupted by an image that I had no idea what it was about. Creepy noise, yada yada yada. And
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
I went looking into it. Turns out it's an SCP. The SCP is that if this creature is like damn near indestructible, or not indestructible, but like ignores pain and ignores the fact that like it's hurt or injured for some reason, can avoid the constraints of injury. And if you see its face, not if you see its body, its legs, or its arms, but if its face specifically, it knows your location in the world and beelines towards you. And it has like I think it eats people. I think it eats them. It has like this jaw that unhinges like to 4 times the size of a human mouth or something like that. And this one guy was hidden on a submarine in the water, like kilometers underneath the water. And he had looked at a picture of this thing's face. And then he had drawn a picture of it. And it broke out of the containment facility, ran straight to him, broke through, like went down into the water, broke through the hull of the submarine, and then killed him in the submarine. They basically chose this dude who was in prison to sacrifice himself. It was kind of crazy. It shot it with like rockets and had interviews with it. I killed an entire platoon squad, I think is what it was, or entire squad that was up on a mountain doing an expedition, and one of them survived. Only one of them, man. Yeah. Kind of crazy. Is SCP real, guys? I don't know. What do you think? Leave a comment. Tell me what your thoughts. Have you guys seen ghosts? Have you seen a ghost? Does the paranatural exist? Yes.
Shit.
Yes, what? Yes, chef. Hello?
Are you Wells? Your friend asked me to come looking for you.
That must be Horowitz. Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others. Did a shit job of it, clearly.
You tried. That's enough. Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
We should head back through the threshold. We can look for other survivors as we go.
We better hurry. Which way?
Amen
Just
to
follow
that.
the blood.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go.
What was your experience, Marco Polo? What was your ghostly experience? Tell me about it.
What's with the clocks?
Threshold effect. This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at plane there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating it. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
What does that mean? Schizophrenia? Welcome back. What the fuck? Bro disappeared for 3 weeks and is back on now. I did. I took a bit of a break. I was working a lot and I had a lot going on. I had to organize things, go shopping, work multiple 12-hour shifts, too tired to stream after. Go hang out with family, friends. So much going on. I'm back. And I'm glad you're here. Watching this B-roll with me. What you up to? What's new? Wait, I'm gonna switch to YouTube. Okay. At work, I was in an elevator coming from basement when it opened and no one went in, and all of a sudden the cart that I was bringing smells like rotten food. The smell went away as soon as I got off the elevator. They say they can attribute the smell of rotting food, meat, or like the stench of stink to demonic presences. So they say. All right. Let's get this show. Oh. I hate Twitch, but it does a much better job at notifying. Oh, okay. Well, welcome back. Welcome back, Thunder. It's good to have you. Good to see you. I was bringing a linen cart straight from the laundry, so I went from smelling good to bad, then good again. Lol. New haircut. I did get a new haircut. I shaved my beard. I got a haircut, a very expensive haircut. I've never had an expensive haircut in my life before. I'm more of an ultra cuts kind of like spend 20 bucks, dude, and get my hair chopped or get it done for free at my grandparents. But I had longer hair, and I thought it was time for a haircut. It's not styled or anything right now, but he kind of he sold me some gel or some clay or mold or whatever, and lets me style it in a way where I can put it up, grease it back, or I don't know, do the cool middle part split where it like folds neatly. Very cool. What a name, by the way. What a name on Twitch. How did you get that name? That's insane. I can't even get doorman or doorknob on there, but you could get schizophrenia? That's crazy. Insane name. I don't know if people get praised for that enough. You know? Couldn't even tell you if you spelt it right or correct, or spelt it wrong or correctly. But it looks good. That's crazy. That's crazy. Good for you. Nobody knows. I bet you Margot Polo probably knew. All right, buddy. How do we get through this? What's new? What's new, Thunder? What you been up to?
So, you came down here for an altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. Power metal. I've never seen anything like it.
Classes, girlfriend, work. The huge. Good for you. Good for you. How's work been? How are classes been? I hope GF's doing well. How's work for you? Dude, it was exhausting. It was exhausting. Working 12-hour days. I'm out of RUH, or I'm out of my city's local hospital. And I'm back to the OG location. And I'm excited. I'm more excited to start there. I'm hoping it's good. I'm really hoping it's good. I'm also hoping that I get an offer from the police department to become the sergeant manager, but I feel like there's more qualified people for something like that. My position as a sergeant manager would be to do exactly the things that happen to these people with the bags on their heads. I'd have to put bags on the heads of people and then zip tie them to chairs. based, hustle hard. I'd have to bring them in for questioning. You scanned those oranges as organic! Now you will pay the price! Time to go to prison for 4 years, scumbag! Do you even have enough muscles to do that? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm not as strong as I was in climbing, that's for sure. I went back to the gym a few days ago, hung out with some mates, and yeah, it was not in peak condition, that's for sure. Oh my god, how did bro die? But all jokes aside, I did apply to the police department. Mostly just as a clerk. I'm hoping that they recognize the school that I went to as a post-secondary. But my gut tells me nay. I deadlifted for the first time ever a couple days ago and the muscle fatigue hit me like a boulder. Good luck with it. Thank you, thank you. I don't like deadlifting. I've been told that the risk to reward for deadlifting is not really something that a lot of people a lot of people shouldn't go through if they're not trying to become a better deadlifter. And this is from like I think this is from Dr. Mike, who is like a doctor in physical health and fitness or something like that. And he just suggests that anybody, like, if you're not deadlifting to become a better deadlifter, then to not do it. There's other workouts that you can do that can supplement the same muscle groups that have a lower chance for injury. And I can agree. The amount of injuries that I've seen from people who deadlift is insane. Insane. It's good for lower back strength, but you could do so many more exercises for lower back strength. I didn't go overboard on it though, but all my muscles feel like it got a tough workout. Working hard, man. Working hard. That's why you got a GF. That's why you got a GF, man. All those muscles, you probably got 1 million of them.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the
You're probably handsome as hell. I won't be doing much though, just light enough so I can do at least 5 reps. 5 reps of what kind of weight are you pulling here?
That was brave.
For like 500, 600 pounds.
That's my job.
Like 1,200 pounds. And like 2 tons.
Just keep going straight.
Oh, we're getting close. Started at 50 kgs, went to 90 kgs at 4 reps a set. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's almost double. That's insane. Strong feller. Strong feller. Are you doing my weight's like 65 kilograms? Nice. I think I'm somewhere in the high 80s. I can't remember though. I'm more of a pounds kind of guy. Although I would like to be kgs, I would like to think and work in kgs and then measure heights and lengths and stuff like that with the metric system as well too. But I can't break the way I was raised. Right? Old habits die hard. 65 kgs, 2 pounds. 143. Nice. I'll be back. Double the number for pounds. It's like 2.2. It's 2.2 pounds per kilo, right? So I'll be back. I'll go weigh myself. I'll find out. Crazy news. Yeah, last I checked, I was high 80s. Now, currently, I am 95 kilograms. I prefer to measure my food with metric, actually. I hate measuring my food with cups, with Imperial system. What a stupid system. I hate it so much. And I've gotten pretty used to measuring shoe sizes in metric. I'm like a comfortable 43. Probably like a comfortable 43 centimeters or something like that. Or 40, yeah, it has to be 43 centimeters. Which is like, I don't know, 8.5 or something like that. But I wear super tiny climbing shoes. Since I live in multiple countries, I learned multiple units. I weigh 8 stones. Alright, sure. Whatever you say, man. 8 stones. I weigh 4 cans of mashy peas. I've started officially. Today is my first day. First day of starting a very strict calorie deficit. I have no idea what I'm gonna go for. I don't know, maybe something like 1,700 calories. I gotta lose a lot of weight, man. I want to come down to like 150 or 160. I feel like that was a really, that was a pretty decent weight. Imperial system needs to get a grip. Imperial system needs to be forgotten. Sorry, folks. How tall am I? Oh, 5'9", I think. I think I'm 5'9" or 5'10", 5'9.5", somewhere around there. Pretty much 6 feet.
The motel court is on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be there.
Damn, you look bigger than me because of the wide shoulders. Ah, it's the camera, dude. It's the camera. Fuck genetics. I got pretty lucky. I'm pretty lucky with muscle building genetics, but the counter opposite is also true. I have pretty bad genetics for holding on to the chub. Truthfully, and I got pretty bad gyno too. So, not all is good in my hood. Not all is good. But other than that, and I got really small fingers. I actually have really small fingers here. You guys want to know a size comparison? Here. Here's a size comparison of my middle finger on a can. On a can. There we go. Do you see that? That's like the bottom. That's the bottom of the can. And my finger. Not very long. I don't know if you guys have a can at home. I have great genetics for muscles and not keeping any fat, but my shoulders be skinny. I think my fingers are longish. Climbing has definitely made my fingers thicker. Much thicker. And they're very strong. I have very, very strong fingers. Strong hands. Big forearms. Big calves. Growing my legs was easy in badminton, man. Growing my legs was something I had to try not to do. I was just putting so much weight into my legs. It's insane. Yeah, my fingers are definitely longer. You got them lanky fingers. Them French fry fingers. Where are we going, big guy?
Let's go.
I think you'd be pretty good at climbing then, Thunder. I used to be stronger on the lower half of my body because I used to do bicycle marathons. Dude, that's insane. Your glutes are probably massive.
Something's wrong with him.
Shit.
Don't come near here, Wells! Don't come near here!
Horowitz. Oh, God, no.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. That was insane.
I should talk to Wells.
I feel like I just
Make sure he's okay.
cornered a rat. What do we got? Now my legs be skinnier. Only problem is that was years ago. I kind of miss cycling, but I hate how there are no good places for it unless I go to the EU. Oh, like cycling as in like the sport, like trying to do it. I feel like there's pretty decent cycling in Ontario or like in BC. I mean, it's probably not something you should move or, you know, relocate your life to doing.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first.
No place where cars aren't.
At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else.
Yeah, I imagine it's difficult.
I should go back down and contain it. Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director.
You're welcome, Wells.
I'll go see what good I can do there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I imagine it's actually quite difficult to do sport cycling. Like sport cycling as in racing, or do you mean like cycling? Like, see, this is how ignorant I am of the topic. Do you mean cycling as in like track cycling? Or cycling just on the street? Or do you mean like doing something on a like in the mountains. You know what I mean? Like these guys take like mountain bikes and go and do like ramps and tracks and stuff where they downhill to try and be the fastest. Because we don't really have a cycling thing here either, at least not in my province. Scenery, road being bicycle friendly. I want a long road without cars. Yeah, kind of hard to incentivize roads without cars. I totally get that. You know, because like public service roads are paid for by people's taxes, made to be driven on by cars, but it's like kind of an awkward thing to go around. Damn it, we got this dude who, look at this guy. I gotta ban this guy in my Twitch chat. What a fool. What a fool. We have bicycle only tracks in Dubai and shit was good. I imagine it probably was awesome. I've heard Dubai is just like one of the richest cities in the world, right? So like you could afford to do things like that. And I'm sure that we could afford to do things like that here as well too, if it was hyper focused. And I think that it's a little bit, I think that people are a little bit too split on how they feel about people who are like cyclists on the road. Personally, I don't like people who bike on the road, and it's because I drive a car. Like, I feel nervous driving my car around people who are on bikes, especially in the winter. Because if this dude biking at fucking 30 kilometers an hour slips and falls, and he's like 2 meters in front of my car, I'm not going to be able to stop in time. There's no way. I feel extremely nervous and anxious driving around people with bikes. And then you hear about like the split difference between people who hate drivers and they bike to work. First of all, I understand why you would bike and commute to work. I did that too for a little bit, and I kind of enjoyed it, truthfully. But the thing is, I couldn't bike that entire way. I didn't have a bike designed for that, and just scary. I don't like bicycles either, to be honest. I mean separate tracks, not the motor roads. And I bet you those separate tracks would actually be much, much nicer to bike on. When I was a kid, when I was young enough, and I remember biking around and you just hit brand new pavement, that feeling is like, I could take my hands off the handlebars and just bike that way. I just cycle, sit up straight, cycle, look at my phone, switch the music, and I didn't have to care about hitting potholes or anything because the roads were perfect. It's the same when I was riding my skateboard too. Having bike dedicated things would be nice. I bet in Dubai it's a little bit more efficient because there's like so much more going on in Dubai, whereas in my city everything is far away. You want to go to somewhere, it's like a 15-minute drive. And I mean, like, that might not be far in some other cases, where if you are downtown Los Angeles and you have to drive an hour to go somewhere. But if you live downtown and you bike, then you would understand why. Then I would understand why it's so much easier to bike in this kind of place, because it's like a 15-minute bike ride to get to, I don't know, your local coffee shop, compared to someone who's living in the suburbs and they've got to drive 45 minutes out of the way to go there, unless they're already downtown or doing something else in some strip mall area. don't like bicycle lanes on motor roads. Stupid and dangerous. I wouldn't mind bicyclists on the road if there was more dedicated bike lanes and the road lanes were wider to avoid something like that. Like the bike lanes are like a meter and a half to 2 meters in size only. Like, how is that even large enough? How is that large enough? That doesn't make any sense. That's crazy. And I live in a place where bicycling is just like, you're freezing your ass off out here. So unless you are geared up to go for a bike ride, you are not doing that. Where's the panopticon? Damn it. Okay, there it is. Took me forever to find it. Sounds cool though. How much have you spent on your bike? Because I've heard people will spend lots of money. I think it's like a meter here for the bicycle lane and it's barely on the road. I wouldn't mind that. Everything within reason. 20 bucks on a used bike. Hey man, don't even feel bad about that. I've wanted to build a bike, and like the cheaper the better. I like the mechanics of the bike and how simple and easy it is. Finding trash gear on the road and being able to like dissect it, pull it apart, and harvest what usable material is there is totally cool in my eyes. Going to the junkyard and getting a frame. And it was not even a road bike, it's a BMX style but knockoff, but it was so much better than a comparable BMX. Yeah, I get that. I mean, you probably can't expect anything great for 20 bucks, right? But I imagine it's cheaper than just going to Walmart and getting some sort of generic bike from there. Ah! I always prefer getting a used product if I can save big money compared to mine. You probably like getting used underwear too. I don't wear undies. Hey, nice. Free as a bird. That's funny. Can't be free. Yeah, I ain't got no idea where I'm going. I generally prefer new stuff, actually. I'm almost the opposite. I prefer anything that I have be untainted and untouched before I get my grubby mitts on it. That's generally how it goes. PC parts? Nuh-uh, sorry. I'm not buying them off of eBay and Kijiji. I'll sell them there. Someone else can have that. I mean, like, some kid can build his first PC with my used parts. That's totally fine. But I'm past that point in my life, and I never want to indulge in something like that unless for some reason I need to save money. What else? Things like that. Used things, equipment. So like mic, audio converter. A laptop is off eBay, best deal one can get. That's sketch. Like, that's sketch. I would never sell used cars. Yeah. Like, what I mean, how's a fucking nobody kid with no money gonna go and buy a car? You know. You gotta get a used car. And I actually really, there's no way to buy a brand new car from the 90s these days anyways, right? So I pretty much prefer my, I really liked my 1992 Acura Integra. I really liked it. I really liked my 94 Subaru Impreza, my import WRX. And there are so many other cars that I also like that are like that generation. Like that whole era, that whole decade. I just love it. It's so unique, so much flavor and passion put into their car. Instead, I feel like modern day cars are so void of any passion and are just like, they're exactly what corporate thinks is cool and what will sell. Instead of them being passion projects of some kind. 94 Impreza import sheep, bros ballin', dude. I want an old Toyota. They're so cool. Yeah, man. I had someone tell me they had like an 89 Toyota. I think it was called an SE or something like that. Oh, it was my hairdresser, actually. It was my haircut guy. Subaru SVX is what I want, but sure as hell no, I can't manage it because of the parts issue. Yeah, like my car's old enough where the tech isn't complicated, so like I could do a lot of the things myself on them, that are simple enough, except that like some things are beyond my smooth brain's comprehension. They really are. Oh shit! The fucking Demigorgon from Stranger Things. I would like to get a new car. A Toyota, I think it's a Toyota Corolla is what I would like. Or I would like, and the only reason why I would like to get this is because I need a reliable car that I can travel across the country in. I would like to do that. I would like to be able to just like have the ability to up and disappear. Just drive off and fuck off for like 3 months, you know? To be able to do something like that. If I got an SVX, I would have to learn how to fix engines too. Subaru barely made those V6 engines that it uses. Boxer engines are something so hard to wrap my head around. So hard to wrap my head around. Your standard 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder. So easy to comprehend. I get it. I get it, man. Hey, you guys think any of this gear's sterile anymore? Yeah, Toyota Corolla, the hatchback. I don't know what it's called. Toyota Corolla SE, maybe the 2020 version, or like a 2024 would be kind of cool. Something new. Base model, because honestly, base model comes with everything that I could possibly ever dream of: heated seats, heated mirrors, power steering. Never mind. I take that last one back. Command starts. Ah, man, I want command start. Also, insurance. Fuck those prices. Yeah, I pay a lot of insurance. I pay a lot for my insurance. It's like I pay like $115 or something like that. $110 because I'm a good boy and don't get into car accidents. Don't get tickets. So I got a lower insurance rate. What else would I like? I would like a Volkswagen GTR. Yeah, I love hatchback. I love it. So cool. Volkswagen GTR. I would also like a truck. Probably a Tundra. Like a Toyota Tundra actually seems pretty all right. A GTI. Oh, sorry. Yeah, GTI. I didn't mean to say GTR. GTI for sure. Yeah. Just so cool. And I'd prefer it to be gas over diesel, so GTI over GT or GDD or GDI or something like that. GDI, I think is what it's called. No hate towards diesel, just gas makes sense in my brain. Diesel burns slower? How is that possible? I don't get it. It's whatever. Glow plugs? What the fuck are those? Can you even get diesel in Canada? Yeah, man. They got diesel at every pump at Co-op. You got diesel at every pump. It's... Yeah. Yeah, homie. We got diesel here. We got biodiesel here. That shit you gotta make yourself. That's that fuck your import oil barrel. I'm making my own diesel. Which I like. That's also cool. Also a very cool thing too. I don't think I've seen a diesel car though around here. Trucks, sure. Oh yeah, man. You wouldn't believe this, but some smart cars are actually diesel. Yeah, that's crazy. Smart cars. I think some of the Fiat 500s are diesel too. Yes, the Fiat 500 is available with a diesel engine option. Yeah, I remember pumping those. Smart car diesel engine. Yeah, the Smart 4.2 diesel engine variant of the CDI. Yeah, the smart car is... It's not really a Canadian car. At least I rarely see them here in the provinces. But they do exist. I've seen them. And they're out only when there's no snow. It's unrealistic to have them out any other time. A soft breeze, you'd fly halfway to to the edge of the fucking to the edge of Canada, dude. Those things are insane. A wet paper bag could flatten its tires. Beep beep. I think this is actually where I left off in my playthrough. Entropic echo. Prime candidate program. I'm thinking of starting with Alan Wake 1 after my current game. What are you playing now there, big man?
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Lollipop chainsaw. What the hell? That sounds crazy. What the? That sounds insane. Do not look up gameplay on stream. Okay. Oh no. Oh, dude, this game's old. Dude. I totally remember this. I feel like this game was inspiration for, the game was made by a legend. I feel like this game was inspiration for that, that zombie game where you're trapped in a mall. Dead Rising. Dead Rising is such a good concept. Just ahead of its time. I don't know, but Dead Rising has a ton of chainsaw in the mall type of look. Chainsaw, zombies. Alright, I think the only direction I have to go. I know James Gunn took inspiration for Harley Quinn. I was just about to say that too, yeah. That, it reminds me entirely of Harley Quinn. Like an edgier version. Do you remember when Harley Quinn, or I don't know if you've seen the clip. It was just a clip that I saw. Harley Quinn shot a gun, an experimental gun, some robber. And then he was like, what is that? And she looks at the plaque that she picked the gun up from, and it's like the cancer gun. Oh my God, Harley Quinn, you gave him cancer. You gave him cancer. Oh my God. I need to call my wife and kids. Did I just see a bald man? Was that a YouTuber made clip? I don't know. This could be. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. Oh my God, is that blood underneath the door? Hey, that thing's not in the room. Is that the puzzle? Yeah. Damn, what? Was that the puzzle? Really? What a lame ass puzzle. Down under.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here. they were even harder.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy too. Never mind, we're getting closer and closer, but
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director. Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon
I
supervisor. It's
totally.
not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere.
My memory
numerous
eludes
cell
me.
breaches and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
don't have time for
objects
this.
of Power and
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden. Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
New Absolute Batman issue drop.
Some of the security cameras aren't working. How do I get those fixed?
Maintenance staff will repair any
Oh
damage.
damn, we read it good tonight.
Is the TV
I don't
back
really
in its
read
box
Batman.
yet?
I don't
No
re-
rush or anything, it's just,
I don't read
you
no
know,
comics.
an ongoing concern.
Read it. He's sick. It's like 6 issues total. Is that a lot? I don't really know. I was thinking about, I bought the monster manual for Dungeons and Dragons yesterday, and it's awesome. I love it. I got all 3 of the books in the alternate covers because they're just so cool, and they're just great colors. Simple Minds. Plus, I love the art. I love the art. I one day want to create my own comic. That would be cool. That would be so sick. I don't know what I would do. I have no idea what I would make, but maybe one day.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
That man looks huge. Like swole. Like he's been packing on the meat. Like there's this old version of, like the old version of Batman where he's just a thick dude.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them,
Did he say
flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are
Much
like
thicker.
tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the others.
He's a little girthy.
They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
This guy does such a great
I just picked
job.
up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
This guy does such a great job at just playing like, hey man, I'm a regular fucking dude who just works here. Yeah, voila, 10 years later, management. Time just went by. Like, do you want the job? I tried to leave. I checked the postal service.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
If I can get a job at the police department, I get to wear cool, casual business attire. Actually, let me check my emails right now. It's the end of the day. It's the end of the day. I'm hoping to hear back from something. Oh, I got a Kickstarter update.
The employee manual offers a series of helpful actions to assist
Lots of stuff. Oh, the Lich. We unlocked the Lich.
No. What's your guy's deal?
Plus, this version is broke one. This better not open to anything terrible. Absolute Batman #1 is 2024's best-selling comic book. Oh yeah, it looks kind of grim. #1 first printing. Huh. So when I said Superman would wipe the floor with Batman, you took you took it to heart, didn't you? No, 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 no.
The Panopticon.
Also, your master
It
volume
looks
is pretty
close.
low.
But that object of power might wreck this place before.
Superman can never beat this version. Okay, here, let me go into here. I don't know, man. I don't think so. Master volume seems like it's maximum. Superman can never beat this version. How do I even achieve this body? Lots of food. Your mic and game volume both are low? Really? Huh. Okay, well.
Before I find him.
I don't know how to... Really? I didn't change anything. You sure it's me? You sure it's me, big guy? We'll go here. Like my... Damn, I'm maxing my laptop's volume so I know it's low. Okay, I'll turn it up. I'll turn it up. I don't know if I can turn up my actual mic volume all that much. Alright, alright. Alright. Okay. Okay, you make a good point. You're making some strong points here. I want to try and I don't know, I try and balance it so that it's okay, much better. Okay, and then we'll turn up game audio. We'll go, I don't know. You tell me how the balance sounds. You tell me how the balance sounds now. Does it sound preposterous, perhaps. I might have to turn up like the compression bit on my filter. So I don't like blow anyone's eardrums off. But I don't know what any of this stuff is. Damn. I don't know. What if I turn this down? Does it make it worse? Does it make it better? I can't even tell. Unless there's dialogue or combat. Okay, good to know. Mic test. Mic test. 1 2 1 2. If I whisper really quietly, it should pick up the volume and make it louder. I really don't want to scream. But if I talk really loudly, then it should compress it. Which doesn't seem to do a bad job. I don't know what this ratio bit is supposed to be for, so we'll just forget about it. We'll forget about it. I think it's fine now. God, I hope so. Damn it. I hate spin. I hate spin! I got no idea what these things are, so... Yeah, Persh. And can we get our new shatter upgrade? Fudge it. Upgrade. Oh, because it wasn't updating, that's why. Nice, now I should be able to get better stuff. Good for me. Alrighty. Lots to go through here. Health recovery per element pickup. Yeah. And we picked up a bunch of stuff. Holy. Seize, shield, boo. Launch energy. Energy recovery speed. We don't care about that. We can subsidize that with just shooting our gun. Really not that hard. Oh, what's this one? Just boost in health. Oh my god, I'm gonna be here for a million years. Plus, we gotta do a bunch of reading. Goodbye, Pierce. Spin. What the hell did I put on here? Oh, that's a recoil reduction. The recoil reduction really doesn't matter all that much to me, to be honest, as well. Damage against enemy armor. That's kind of okay. We're probably not going to use charge. Damage while aiming. Pierce. Grip. Pierce. Spin. Ammo refund chance on hit. That's a pretty good one. Ammo cost per shot. Just received more mail for my parking tickets. Ooh, goody. Maybe I'll get mine sometime soon too. I look forward to it. I can throw them in the trash right away. Bruh. They're not city issued parking tickets. They're private company parking tickets. It's the company that I work for is giving me tickets to park at the workplace that I work for when I work. Like, stupid company. 16 tickets. And they're all like $50 to $70 a piece. Oh God, man! You guys already charge. They charge me $18 a day to park there for longer than 6 hours or something like that. Ugh. Stupid. Stupid. 420. Yeah, just insane. Whatever you do, these companies, like this company, will sell the information they have on you to private debt collector companies. They will sell it. And private debt collector companies will buy that from you, thinking that they can make money off of you. And so they will call you, and they will ask them. They will call and ask. No. Don't tell them that your car got stolen. Don't tell them that. They will call you and ask you if that's your name. And you can just say no. Just don't answer. Just don't give them an answer. Because if they can find out that that's your name and they can tie that debt to you, then they can, yeah, exactly, wrong number. That works well too. And then they can try and they will spam call you every day. They will just be annoying as hell. Caller ID being a thing helps a lot. Yeah, like they'll call every single day. Just don't give them any information. No information. Speaking of no information as well too, This one really scares me, and I think it's actually kind of scary. Scammers, or like people who are looking to break in and raid your home, will come to your house dressed as, I don't know, postal delivery service people, Amazon Prime or Amazon workers. No, or don't really give a shit. Will come up to your door, ring your doorbell. If you don't answer it, and you answer your doorbell from your phone, and they're like, "Hi, we're here to drop off a package. Is there anyone home to sign it?" And you're like, "Oh, just leave the package at the door." And they're like, "Oh no, we need a signature. We need a signature." And they're like, "Oh, well, I'm not home." Well, now they know that no one's home. Time to break in, because they can get in there and get a lot of shit real quick, especially if they know what they're looking for and they know where it is. And by the time it takes for you to call the police department, give them information, give them your address, and for them to be able to get to your house in time, they've already got the shit that they needed to get out of there. You know? Easy enough. So don't tell people that you're not home. Lack of information can also be information. That's kind of strange to think about, but it's extremely dangerous. Extremely, extremely dangerous. The lengths people are willing to go to not work a regular job. Like, I understand why they do it. I don't agree with why they do it. I think the term that I want to use is that I don't condone the act, or I condone the act. I don't remember what the word means. Condone. Definition. Accept and allow. I don't condone it. I don't condone that shit. But I understand why they do it. It's because these people feel like the government has failed them and that there's nothing left for them to do except to freaking stoop to such low levels of robbing other people. Pathetic. Pathetic. There's this car YouTuber channel I watched, Thrall's Houses, who got robbed, and the stolen items had an air tag on it, but the cops said they won't do anything because of paperwork and whatever. Yeah. That was actually a thing in San Francisco that was big. Damn, really? In Ontario? Ugh, disappointing. In San Francisco, the capital city of pooping in the streets, public defecation, they had an app that was available for 2 weeks where you could publicly report, public defecation. City workers would come by and clean it up. Well, they shut it down after 2 weeks because there were so many reports coming in that it was ruining the system. It's just insane. It's just insane. And then they decriminalized the act of pooping in the street because it would take paperwork. It would take too much time. Too many people were pooping in the streets. And they were like, I'm not fucking writing up these guys pooping in the streets. And then they started doing break-ins into cars. And they would have patrols. People would do patrols in neighborhoods to break into cars. And the police weren't stopping them because too many people were breaking into cars. And so what people started doing was leaving the cars unlocked and leaving the trunk open so that people could just see that there was nothing inside the car. Because you look into a car, you can't see it. What do? You break the window to see if there's anything in the car, and if there's nothing, all right, move on. Move to the next location. Or also the house squatting thing. I don't know if it was in a call or some other state, but it was still notorious. Can't wait to get myself a car. I think I had heard that happening in Austin, in Texas. Someone had stayed inside of a house. The owner was away for a long period of time, and then the bank couldn't claim the property or something like that. Because the man had squatted there for a long enough time without power, paying for anything, and essentially some sort of law, he was able to he was able to claim ownership of the house when the owners came back and they're like, what the fuck? This dude's been living in our house and we can't have our house anymore. So yeah, some crazy shit like that. Some crazy stuff like that. Okay, we got a handful of collectibles and stuff that we're gonna go through because I haven't collected them. Oh, was that the right one? No, Panopticon, probably the coming storm. You can Airbnb a house for a month and get squatting rights immediately after.
Sector, the Panopticon,
Oh right, I think
is
that's.
home to the altered
I've also heard of
items
just
you
terrible,
find and
terrible
contain.
Airbnbers who
It
just
is a
trash
maximum
people's homes.
security prison. It's a
I also
vault
think
for
it's
the most
wrong for you to be able to
valuable treasures
Airbnb
on
a
Earth.
house.
It's a powder
If you're living in
keg
another
that
house and you're
blows world to
Airbnb-ing another
dust.
property,
A temple, a
I
place
think that's
of
stupid
worship
as hell.
filled with idols of
Taking away
angry
from houses of the
gods.
people who want to buy homes.
It's all of these.
The people who don't already have homes.
It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable. Something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They are all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever breached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
Crazy. I think I had also heard that there was like this might have been in Ontario. The spokesman or whoever was speaking on behalf of the police department had said like people's cars are getting stolen so often that police officers aren't like responding to the cars being stolen, and it's like locked cars lead to people breaking into the houses, I think is what it was, and it can cause break-ins that end up endangering the person in the home. And so the solution to stopping the break-ins into the house to steal the car was to leave the car unlocked. And just like leave it unlocked, and like that way the person can just steal the car. It's just crazy. That's just crazy. Yeah, the fact that people don't have a right to defend themselves and their stuff in their own homes, it just blows my mind. Just blows my mind. Yeah. Insane. Just insane. I mean, like, what happened to common sense in this? Like, you play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes. You try and break into someone's home, you run the risk of getting like messed up. You run the risk of getting your shit kicked in. That's just how it is, man. You try and invade Area 51 and you get threatened with getting shot.
Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell.
Watch the State of Play? No, I haven't. I haven't watched State of Play.
Answers. I haven't heard back.
Should
from
I watch that?
Darling.
Should I put that on right now?
I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Control? He said control! He said control! It's 46 minutes. I haven't seen anything of it really. I guess I could check it out. I don't know. Maybe we get some time.
Reminder. This week, any documents that suddenly appear pink.
Right, that one was whatever. Correspondence. Federal Bureau of Control. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog. What do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like the actual proper airplane? Guess who they made catalog every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected altered status. I had to count every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected metal. And that's just on the exterior of the damn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. I do. There was also a Stardies 2 trailer. Was real sick. Damn. What? That sounds kind of cool. Like they're already gonna reveal like a second Space Marine, or like what do you mean? Like I never played a Stardies 1 if that's the case. Oh my god, we got lots to go on. You didn't see it? Bro! Nay. No, I did not. Send the link. I'll watch it. Wolf Globe. Containment procedure. It's a YouTube fade, man. It's like 20 minutes. How did State of Play show a Stardies 2 trailer then? Oh, maybe I had seen it? Is this the one where like they almost get sucked into a globe, like this metallic looking mercury ball, and like the guy who's trying to like break into it, the psyker who's trying to break into it, ends up like becoming possessed and goes crazy, and like the freaking Marine shoots him in the head? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about then. Send anything. Send everything you got. Send it all. I'll watch it, Thunder. Yeah, I've never seen the TV show then. Yeah, I ain't seen nothing. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. However, contact should be limited. At some report feeling disoriented after touching it. Description, altered effect. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it named Tanrelio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Atlantis, Atlantis, Atlantis. The ice wall, the ice wall. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culmination in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in handlers. Waste mannequin. The item was last owned by Madame, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to Maine for reasons unknown. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left home in the short years she spent after her death, caused by the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights. Some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Oh, shit. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. Cool. Jasper Postbox. Background. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona, after the Communications Department intercepted multiple phone calls to local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatched agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with the ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of all paralyzed civilians, animals, and Bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and re-informing the public away from the site. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. Crazy. The smoking pram. Containment cell must be properly ventilated. Inhalation of the item's smoke causes diarrhea. Item is a baby carriage with a black shade and steel wire wheels. Left front wheel is slightly bent, causing a distinct wobble when pushed. Item produces smoke incessantly. Smoke density varies. Smoke is generated without apparent fire or ignition source. An incident in Paris 1979 brought the pram to the attention of the Bureau. Smoke filled an antique store where the pram was being sold, killing the shop's owner. Detailed recordings of the events leading to the item's discovery were destroyed in an incident in the Panopticon. Interviews with living witnesses were reperformed at the order of the Archives and Records Chief. Cool. The refrigerator. Arctic Queen. A, can you tell us why you left your building that day? LM. I was running out to get eggs. There was that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. Knew I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing on the table when I left. Had his crayons out. Happy. Building came down when I was a block away. I ran back, started digging. City workers found Mikey later, beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Tons of bricks fall on it, and those drawings are still there. How does that happen? You kept the refrigerator after the accident? Why? It still had his drawings. God must have kept them safe for a reason, right? I'd get home from work and stare at them all night. I was in a bad way back then. Why did you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? They'd gotten stuck to it or something. I thought about cutting them off, those magnets, but maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge gotta do with the building collapse anyhow? End of relevant portion. Spooky. For some time now, there has been a steady increase in the annual number of Oz that the Bureau responds to between 2010 and 2015. We responded to Oz. For comparison, note that we only respond to 2 Oz between 1995 and 2005. Is this rise a result of I have no idea what that could be. Improvement in our detection procedures, or perhaps simply coincidence. We cannot say for sure, which is why this proposal for an AW task force to be created within the hierarchy of the investigations sector has been compiled. We need to spend more time examining what causes AWs rather than just containing them. The mold autopsy. The deceased was a 99-year-old woman with no significant past medical history. The subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold and an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal based in its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities, this is her chest. This is like the empty vacuumous space in her chest, were revealed to be entirely filled by fungus known as the mold, to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased high body temperature and undulating torso muscles, presumably but not provably caused by trapped gases. Routine samples as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside of the host body needs to be noted. Cause of death, mold ingestion. Whew. There was also the Lies of P DLC being announced. Oh, right, yeah, I finished the Lies of P and don't know if you played the base game. I did. It's cool. I actually really enjoyed it. I'm pulling a lot of inspiration from Lies of P into the Dungeons and Dragons world that I'm playing. I love the setting and the era, kind of like that. I think it's like 1940s-ish. Could be like 1930s, a little bit earlier maybe. I love the use of the technology that they have going on there. It's very, very cool. And then once you finish the game, yeah, you find out that they're kind of chasing stories. So like the Lies of P, based off of Pinocchio Souls is basically what it is. I really enjoyed it. Someone was helping me trying to get the good end out of the game, which I really appreciated. And then at the end, they had shown 2 red shoes, and they click the heels together 3 times. And if you've ever read The Wizard of Oz, you know that those shoes belong to Dorothy. So she has the ability to teleport with those shoes, essentially, all the way from Italy to the United States. And like I forget what his name is, the alchemist was like a secret agent looking for people. It's a really cool game. I actually really like it. Great music, great atmosphere. Was a FromSoft game until a couple of months ago. Yeah, they did do a good job. There are so many different Souls-like games, but yeah, P Souls was pretty good. Towards the end of it, or like somewhere in the middle of it, it got pretty easy. Like I was just kind of destroying bosses like crazy. Like it was just like so easy for me to destroy bosses with the special abilities that I had. Until I got to one boss in particular. Like there was like 2 or 3 bosses that I had problems with, but I remember the fight with the one that's covered in like the spiked armor, and then she like breaks off the rusted armor in phase 2, and then there's like all of the lightning that she has, so she's like female Thor and she's throwing lightning shit at you, and it's so good. So good. I remember replaying that scene just to watch that little cutscene again. Ugh. Really? Because of the nostalgia, huh? I really enjoy the lore that they put into it. I really enjoy the lore that they do a lot of that with that, a lot of that stuff. Examination of paranatural topics, objects of power, and altered item distinctions. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the blank's affiliation with object of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the evaluates who can or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally than altered items. I'm going to say paranaturally powerful. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have 1 million altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, like I think an altered item would be the rubber duck that they had. Pretty understandable. Pretty understandable. There we go. We are completely read up. I think this is actually the point at which I stopped playing. Like, this is the point exactly. But I've said that a million times already. I think there was a YouTuber or a streamer. Someone had summed up the creator, the Dark Souls creator, and how rare it is of an achievement that he had completed. Basically coming from the mail room in the company that he had worked for, to then becoming the head CEO within a lifetime, and within such a short a span of time too. Is what I was told unheard of, a thing that does not happen, and basically becoming one of the largest gaming platforms and titles in modern day. Oh, it's the mailbox. Yeah, Miyazaki's career is a crazy run, no doubt. I wish I could have something so epic and legendary. A basket. I don't really know much about the basket. I must have missed out on the basket. Okay. A fan. Wooden mallet, looks like. So these are all altered items, not actual objects of power, but altered items unit. Is that where we are now?
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Of course not. Marshall's got enough of an attitude to be able to question the director, question rank. Of course she's not. Plus, you're living in a house of secrets. You only became the director like how long ago?
Hello? Is anyone there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God. Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shifter blazer never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn. I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Damn. So did the woman staring at the fridge have the effect? Is it her that caused the effect on the fridge? Did not the fridge had an effect on the building? Just by pure coincidence, the building collapsed? Assist the agent in Panopticon cell after Dylan has been found. 4th floor. Oh man. That poor dude. That poor guy. Good luck. That sounds like Marshall. Holy shit. Alright, you work for me now! Straight up execution. Straight up execution.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
TV time! Oh, welcome back, Red Menace. Oh my god. The TV is just a form of entertainment. The entertainment sucked her in. It's a metaphor for how I spend like 3 hours a day on Instagram. It's sucking our life away, guys. Literally. Like 15 plus years of my life just disappear. Oh man. All right. That guy's got cactuses on his head or something. Holy, this is fucking crazy. This is probably what it's like when you're on mushrooms. Like the walls and shit are breathing. Ah! Red. Oh shit. Salvador. Bob. Oh!
That thing was Salvador, the head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does.
I do. Correction. What is this? TV time? Hell yeah. Red. Joke's on you. I'm a gamer. I have extra lives. Sup TG. How we doing? Heard Remedy's financial report. What the hell? Finally making royalties on AW2? What the hell? You guys are going... You guys are speaking a language I do not understand.
The TV. Another object of power going nuts.
Here we go again.
The anchor. Oh, Alan Wake. All right, TV. I am God. You will fear me.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
Yeah, holy shit. Is the house just fucked like this from now on? Damn. My leg. Now I gotta go to the anchor, right? All right, we'll take it into the air. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow the roll. That won't hurt my feelings. Damn. So now, like, I feel like the game is, like, opened up to a whole nother level. Now that I can fly around and shit. I don't feel like I'm ready for this kind of freedom. What the fuck? It's a surfboard? Okay. Nothing. We are the altered item. This is like the same level of flying and trust I have in my dreams. It's like sometimes I can fly and sometimes I can't. And usually when I want it the most, it's when I can't. Or when I'm being chased or when I feel like I'm in danger. Oh. My condolences, brother. They can be a blessing and a curse. Oh. Ooh. Brar. Tastes like soup. I'm getting hungry.
I told Salvador it was dangerous, but no.
that guy still in the fridge? Is that fridge over here? Oh yeah, plus I should log that too. What's up with the notebook? I'm gonna keep track of the calories that I eat from now on. So today, so far we're at about 470. So we're doing pretty good. I gotta try and cut weight. And the decision was that I wore pants, and with the belt that I had on, it was actually hurting to wear the pants. Plus, I got a Philippines trip coming up, and family members are ruthless out there. They are like cutthroat. So I have to try and take it seriously to some degree. Some degree. Stop eating any food. Just taking multivitamins. Good life hack. It is a good life hack if you're 600 pounds and you don't have anything to do with your life. But I got other shit. Plus, I can't just not. Holy mother. Oh. I need to get over there. Please don't shoot me in the back. Uh-oh. Am I dead? I thought this levitate was supposed to keep me up. Skill issue. Factual, lactual, cracktual. I might pause it here for a little while so I can go upgrades, people, upgrades. I might pause it here to go and make some food. Actually, I'm pretty hungry. This meal that I'm gonna cook, I think is like close to. I think it's close to like 1,100 calories or something like that. So it's like my last meal of the day. Damn it, how do I get out of here? I'm so scared.
Some of the security.
Close the door, close the door, close the door.
Let me know when the hiss are gone. I miss my desk.
Okay.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
I think I have to go back in there. Wait. Locate Dr. Underhill below Central Research. Below Central Research. Investigate the safe room. Jesse returns to the sealed threshold to contain the anchored altered item. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this too. Sorry. We are gonna do that. Pause. I do not remember. Maybe here. I remember the anchor was around here somewhere. Ha. How's that Berserk book, Red Menace? I hear there's so much stuff that they had to cut from the manga when they made the anime. And I've just been watching this old man talk about or give a review basically on all this stuff, and he does a fantastic job about it. He's like extremely well educated, and
This is the safe room Wells showed me. The one with the old dead item inside.
he I don't know, he's just a pretty chill, nice guy. That's what it seems like.
Great. More clocks.
Here we go. Oh man, it's good. I haven't seen a lot of stuff outside the anime other than some certain slurs cut out from Guts dialogue. Yeah. Does Guts say it? Does he say the slurs in the manga?
The fuck is that?
It's making more clocks?
Oh my god. So the problem is that you can't fall off of an edge and have levitate lift you up. You need to levitate first before. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they do continue the anime after the 97 where it ends off after the eclipse. But it's 3D. It's all 3D animated stuff. So, and I'm afraid that I've seen all of the 3D animated stuff, and I haven't seen anything new. I mean, like there's a lot of stuff that that I wasn't mentioned before, but like I said, it was cut. It was cut away. So, yeah, Puck is pretty cool. Puck is essentially the reason why Guts can do anything that he does. Sort of recklessly.
The fuck is that?
It's making more clocks?
Ooh. Big damage. It's good, hey. Yeah. Do it. The Eclipse. I actually really like the 97 anime. I like it for that look that it has. Oh my god. Brain dead. Come to Papa.
There. No wonder the Rangers had such a hard time with that one.
I thought there were so many other series back then which were visibly better. Yeah, the Eclipse, Berserk. Hey man, you can't say you felt like there were without mentioning any. Give us some examples, Thunder. Don't be shy, please. I do like the 90s style of anime as well too. Ghost in the Shell is very cool. Evangelion. Bebop was awesome. I've never seen Trigun. But there were some cool ones. I wonder if this was one of them. No, this definitely wouldn't have been one of them. This came out in 2016. If you say card captures, bro. Oh, it's definitely not. It's definitely not a new one, and not an old one. What do we got here? The 90s is a golden age. It's one of the golden ages, that's for sure. I mean, there's a lot of good modern anime as well too. That I think it'd be unfair to assess the new stuff as well too. For me, unless it's really bad, I just feel like the style of anime looks so good to me. It's like the 90s style of anime was kind of, I think it was peak development for what they had changed. Like the 80s style anime was very weird in my opinion, and the 90s had like tamed it down quite a bit and then started putting a lot of detail into the work. And so I felt like for what 90s anime was before making a transition to like digital work, much more digital work at least, there was a lot of effort put into that stuff. When did Gurren Lagann come out? Oh yeah, that's late 2007. That's 2007. So the isekai genre is popping up so hard. I'm not a big fan of isekai, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of animes where people go into video games and then they can start a new life, or they go into a video game and then they play around in that video game. It's not really not my thing. Yeah, I don't really like isekai that much. Yeah, like Shield Hero. Yeah, like people see Shield Hero and they're like, holy crap, this is amazing. Or like, I got reincarnated as a slime. Or like there was one where it's like, I got reincarnated as a baby spider or something. Something like that. Or I was reincarnated as a vending machine. Shit like that. God, man. Actually, you know what was a big flop for me? And I probably should have seen this coming. How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. Bro, season 1 was so good. I really liked season 1. Then it took off in a direction I did not expect to see coming. Lost Doggo, welcome back. Don't tell me you don't like being reborn as a vending machine. I never considered it. But I mean, like, if it was Brendan the vending machine, maybe not so bad. I do like Chainsaw Man and Kizu Monogatari. I like the Monogatari series because of the art style and because of like the fast dialogue, the snappy dialogue. I swear to God, it's not because of how they brush their teeth or anything like that. It's not because of the sisters or anything weird like that. Please believe me. It's not because they're all high school students. That's got nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's kind of not really my forte. I don't understand people who can get into lolly stuff. It's kind of gross to me. It's something I just don't want to watch. I don't get it. SAO back when I was a kid, but holy shit, it is bad now. I look back at it. Yeah, facts. Same exact thing. When SAO came out, I was like, man, this was dope. This guy's literally living in a video game. Oh, what about what is it called? It's Lupin the Third. Didn't mind Lupin the Third. I'm still waiting for Seraph of the End next season. Yeah, no idea. Never seen it. Kind of it's a little strange in a way, but and I'm just gonna say this might be a bit of a hot take, but Solo Leveling is not that great. Solo Leveling's animation is fantastic. Its story is... it's pretty alright. Yeah, where's the hot take? I think too many people like it. It's not that great. Animation's awesome, but... brother, it's an isekai. Solo Leveling is an isekai. The guy dies and becomes stronger. And starts to live a life as if it were a video game. Goes into dungeons. Then the female character, the female character, the strong female character falls in love with him. I read the manhwa, but I like the art style. I just like the art. It's so good. He got too OP, no proper development. I think that's all of what the first arc is supposed to be about. I think the first arc is all just about development. And the second arc is like actually starts to reveal any information. I haven't finished the second arc, but like once you get to the end of the first, you start to see things and get these questions questions developing after they reveal some information, and you're like, oh, okay, something's up here. I see what's going. I never got to the second one, or I never finished the second one, so I couldn't really tell you. But yeah, the ant arc. We see the ant arc in it's fucking Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter. Seriously. Damn, brother. Crazy. I can upgrade Shatter again? Yes, thank you. Yuppers. Hunter x Hunter is so good. Hunter x Hunter had a 90s version of it too, didn't it? Or was it early 2000s? $1998, baby. 1998. Also, One Piece came out in 1997. One Piece sucks for pacing. The animation gets so much better later on, and the writing over the long run gets so good. The writing does get so much better. But fuck, man, when I have to tell people, One Piece gets good. It gets real good. Once you get past episode 150, man, they just laugh in my face. They just laugh at you and they go, yeah, One Piece is old. One Piece is old, man. 150 episodes. You gotta sift through 150 episodes for it to finally start getting good. Like, why can't they just get the crew together quicker and just get to that point where it's, I think episode 150 is where they start the arc where they go to Skypiea. I think that's what it is. It's still going. Well, actually, Red Menace, I think they plan to end One Piece pretty soon. I think they plan to stop doing animations for it, modern animation, and they plan to restart it because they know it has a pacing issue. And so I think that they're going to deliberately cut off a lot of the garbage and fix the pacing issue that they have so that it's not overburdensome for new people. Yeah, restart it. Like, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything because I actually think it's a good series, and the more people that would enjoy it, I think it's better for everybody, right? If they actually enjoy it. So I don't want to spoil it, but Matt, it's good. after some 1,000 episodes, how much can you cut out? Well, from what I read, 10% of it is filler. And so, like, 10% of it is actually filler. So that's 100 episodes of at least trash that they're cutting out. But there is a lot of issues that it has with pacing where characters end up running for the entirety of the episode, right? Like you go to the Doflamingo arc, Luffy runs across the entire island for an entire episode for 16 minutes. This guy runs, and then we just cut to characters fighting other characters. Also, I think that one of the best enemy, or what do they call him, antagonist backstories is Senor Pink. He is crazy. It's crazy to say. Senor Pink has one of the best character backgrounds I've seen. That shit makes me cry. Nice, not just 900 instead of 1,000. Yeah, well, what I think they're actually kind of hoping for is maybe to like, maybe just try and condense like 100 plus series arcs into faster paced episodes, so that they're like instead maybe maximum like 25 to 50. You know, realistically, how long is My Hero Academia? That shit's got to be 200 some episodes now. How many episodes are in My Hero Academia? 159. And they still got a last arc. One hour episodes instead of 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't know if you can do that on TV. If they can do that for the TV that they do. So it'll shrink it down to 300 episodes. Good hack. Oh, true. Yeah. It's all about perspective, right? An episode a day should only take a year. But there are legitimate problems where they, where like the most recent one is they do a sumo fight and they're just screaming at each other for 45 seconds. They just scream at each other. They go, ah, and they get closer and their hands are about to clap right in the air. And they do that for 45 seconds, man. That could have taken 5-7 seconds. But for some reason it needed a whole dedicated minute. I have no idea why. Yeah, My Hero's been going on for a long time. I actually like My Hero too. I'm a sucker for My Hero. And Bleach, I hear the new season of Bleach, the 1,000-Year Quincy War or something like that, is actually really good. 300 episodes, I think. I hate My Hero Academia. Yeah, like the characters are annoying as fuck, but once you get past the characters being annoying, it gets better. But it's definitely maintained this audience for like younger kids, or like young teens. Didn't the story went downhill? I don't know. I thought it was kind of all right. I thought the story got a little more grim, but nothing extreme. But again, I hate My Hero Academia more due to the fans. Yeah, the fans are annoying. The show is okay. Standard shonen stuff. Yep. I stopped at season 3. The plot armor was so bad. Yeah, maybe it is, and I'm just oblivious to it. Couldn't tell you. Hey, I couldn't tell you. Okay, where are we going for missions here? My brother's keeper. Fridge duty. But if he blinks, then the refrigerator will deviate. You mean that guy is in there not blinking? Earns of the active threshold below central research. Castlevania is good. I actually really like Castlevania. That one's fun. Hey man, one of the most important things I've learned in life is that you are allowed to like trash. You can like trash. Yeah, it's true. Expect to be ridiculed for it, but you can like it if you like it. Then you finished Death Stranding 2 just recently. That's funny. What was I thinking about? I was thinking about, oh yeah, Castlevania. Something that just came out. Man, I love that shit. I didn't understand what Castlevania was until I had seen like a clip where they said that Death was talking like a Redditor. And I was like, okay, let me open up this shit. It was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. Yeah. So that's the reason why I watched it. And I really don't regret it. I like it a lot. Even like the importance and the weight that the female character has is awesome too. It's so good. They do the female character right in the trio. I don't know what I haven't seen Nocturne, but I've heard it's like new, right? Female important. No, like the Castlevania, you know, when you got the three of them, you got, what's his name? Trevor, the edgy teenage vampire who's fully grown. And then you got the female character. Yeah, there are lots of female in trios that are like not important. You want me to name one? Sakura. And so like she is like actually very strong and like very, very viable and important to the crew. Black Clover was supposed to be a release movie, but they delayed it for a few years. Then it came out like 2 to 3 years. A lot of people lost interest in it. Black Clover started off, but the animation was so bad by episode 50. Man, that is why I got off Black Clover. Like, I heard Black Clover was supposed to be sick, right? Cool as hell. And the idea of like, oh yeah, this one chosen guy doesn't have a book. He doesn't have a magic memoir or whatever they're called, tomes. Or tomes. And then he's like, oh, I do have one. It's a demonic 5th Clover one that no one else has. And then the animation gets really, really terrible. And then he's just screaming the entire time, freaking out, screaming. And it doesn't get any better. And then I got up to the point where they're underneath the ocean and he doesn't stop screaming and shit does not get any better really. And I dropped it. I tried to watch it twice, got up to the same point twice. There was a guy next to me on the bus. It felt like a cheaper knockoff of Fairy Tail. You know what I mean? There was a guy next to me on the bus the other day watching Black Clover, and he was laughing his ass off at the shitty jokes on Black Clover. Dude, that's me. That was me on a friend's like road trip watching Golden Boy. I was laughing my ass off to Canada Wonderland in Toronto. That shit was so fucking funny. You can see the plot was cliche. Dragon Ball. I got up to episode 100, stopped it because I was so tired of listening to Frieza and Goku scream at each other. Nothing happening. I was like, this is it. This is it. He's gonna go Super Saiyan. He's gonna go Super Saiyan. This is it. Yeah, Fairy Tail was cool, but I felt like Fairy Tail had a bad pacing issue as well too. Locate Dr. Underhill below Central Research. I gotta figure out where the heck Central Research is. Underneath Central Research. Astral Exhibition, perhaps? No. dropped it since. What if they make a Warhammer anime? Yeah, I think Warhammer is better off just being 3D animated. I'm trying to think about how many westernized TVs or how many westernized TV shows have been animated and have actually come out good. And I can't, like, Avatar: The Last Airbender comes to mind. It's not an anime per se. It's not an anime if you're a diehard Japanese guy, like fan who goes, "Oh yeah, that's not anime. That's not fucking anime. That's not from Japan." What the hell does anime mean, man? It probably just means animation. Anyways, Avatar: The Last Airbender was really good. I heard the Lord of the Rings was a bit of a flop. Elden Ring, I heard, was a fan make and not an actual thing. Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah, you know what? Practically a cartoon. You might as well just say cartoon. It's the same thing. Cartoons and animations and anime are... It's not a Japanese anime. But god damn it, it's the same thing. No, it's not here. Yeah, most of Cartoon Network was really good. And a lot of American cartoons were actually made in Canada. A lot of them. Johnny Test, Canadian. 16, Canadian, obviously. That's just two I can think of. But go and look at a Cartoon Network. They do some insane work. Red Menace, do you know if this Mask of the Phantasm was a crazy visionary thing, though? No idea what it is. I've never seen it before. Do you know if this mission is something that comes later? I have to look for Dr. Something's under Central Research. But from what I can tell... Maybe it's one of those rooms. Maybe it's one of those ones over here in the corner. Maybe it's something in the ashtray maze. It takes me there. I don't know. There's a lot of this scratched off stuff over here. Limothy. The turntable. Panopticon. Even the Blackrock Quarry has some stuff going on over here. Yeah, maybe I should go check out. Like an elevator over there. What's the mission called? The mission be called Old Growth. Ooh, Salvador's ID. Sealed Threshold Management Retrospective Threshold 9D. Threshold with effect manifested in the containment sector in the middle of the department. Simultaneously, numerous appeared in the area, injuring and killing many. After rescue operations were completed and rangers were sent in to discover the Threshold's epicenter, the sheer amount of made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks after removing the clock proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the Threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of which introduced to more stable. The Benikoff TV. No unique containment procedures required while bound. A CRT television built by Benikoff and Sons Electric. The screen is still functional. The object can levitate itself off the ground to a maximum observed altitude of. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to harness this effect for their own use. The object is currently bound by. The object was first discovered in a local news story from Kansas. A figure had been seen over buildings. The Bureau dispatched agents to the town who discovered the man named had bound himself to the object. Mr. was detained, and the object was brought to the Bureau for study. Near the Central Research FTP, there should be an overgrown corridor and an elevator shaft. Oh, right, yeah. I remember, and it goes down, right? Like, when you go to talk to all the plants for the mission that the janitor sent you on, there's like a shaft that goes down. Black rock paneling successfully prevents manifestation of the sphere. A Trotman-style anchor made of iron with a wooden stock. Surface is rusted in places, weighs 3,789 pounds. How many kilos is that, Thunder? The item generates a persistent blank sphere, the purpose of which is currently unknown. The sphere is always generated at a precise point in relation to the item, specifically horizontal feet and vertical feet from the anchor. Ranger First Class was dropped into the sphere wearing a diving suit with a dedicated oxygen line at AM EST. After 10 minutes and 13 seconds inside the sphere, oxygen line was cut at the sphere's border by an unseen force. All agents in the room during Blank's entry into the sphere experienced vomiting, vertigo, and loss of fingernails within an hour of one another. Ranger has been declared MIA, presumed dead. That's kind of crazy. Anchor supplement. The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the Atlantic. Witnesses describe it as a black sphere with faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew, by throwing a tin bucket, which dispersed into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called rescued the 4 surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents left the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported to the U.S. port of. On arriving in New York, it was brought into the Bureau via At least 5 kilograms. Okay. Okay, Central Research, and it was in the... Where was it? $1,722 kilos. That's a lot of kilos, man. That's a lot of kilos. Ooh. Oh! What just spit on me? This is some Resident Evil vibes.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine.
I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first.
Even if you
Excuse me? Are you lost?
Nope. Just gonna collect. You're gonna confiscate these papers, ma'am. Gonna confiscate these.
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Yeah, bitch.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
could, and it will, whoever you are.
Damn.
The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
Any samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples
Thank
look
you,
like?
Red Menace. Cheers.
To the one on my
Take it
table
easy.
there.
Thank you for the
I've
help.
made a list of the samples I need.
I might get off pretty soon
You'll
here
find
too,
them throughout
actually.
the
I'm
threshold.
really hungry, so I gotta go eat some
I'll
food.
take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
I'm the director. Say I'm the director.
Have you worked at the FBC very long?
Have a good night.
Long enough to understand their inane methodology. They want me to solve the mold, but how is one to solve anything when the basic molecular structure of this fungus is an utter enigma?
Oh, sorry, are you asking me?
It's rhetorical. The Bureau wants to control, not comprehend. But to answer your question, I'm a seasoned threshold researcher that's been brought in on a provisional basis to resolve this matter.
That's all you had to say.
What have you learned about the mold?
Firstly, the term mold is a gross oversimplification used only to ease communication. That said, the mold itself appears to be the product of complex microorganisms. They spin the mold, building structures like minuscule cities, swiftly colonizing our dimension, and the speed of these tiny engineers relative to their size is simply staggering.
So it grows fast.
If you're not going to listen, then why did you ask?
Holy shit, man.
So the mold is coming in from where?
We don't have a name for the threshold dimension. The origin point has been identified, but the density of the fungus makes it impossible to enter. Even if we could, I speculate that we would only find a reality entirely subsumed by the fungus. Total decomposition.
It's weird how excited she is, right?
The source is a block of Cracker Barrel cheese.
What do you know about the hiss?
How could I know anything about an entity I've only just learned of? This is exactly the Bureau's problem. My work is always interrupted by these superfluous matters.
Calm down.
Yeah, damn.
Just keep your HRA on and I'm sure you'll be fine.
This crude thing. I thought it was Darling's idea of a practical joke.
Not quite. Just keep your head down while I handle the hiss.
Yeah, god damn.
I need to get going.
Super bitch.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's carry on then.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
Ew. Oh shit. Isn't that how one of the people died? Is like she died from ingesting the spore? Or she died from ingesting the mold? Ouch. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Holy fudge. These things are crazy. Go have food then, on God. Start streaming after an hour. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm probably gonna come back in, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. 24-hour stream? It could. But I won't. Anyways, yeah. I will stop the stream. I'll continue it later. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps grow the channel. I will see you all in like 2 hours. 2 hours maybe. Bye bye. Bye bye.